This presentation is on AstraZeneca, a pharmaceutical biotechnology company. My name is Cosmas Eze, the Department of Business Administration, California Intercontinental University. International Business, MGT618, Assignment 6, Week 6 document. The professor is Dr. Nupur Shaniwal. March 26, 2023. AstraZeneca headquarters is in Cambridge, England. AstraZeneca is a public limited company. AstraZeneca started as a joint venture with Astra AB, a Swedish company, and Zeneca Group, a British company, coming together to form AstraZeneca on April 6, 1999. AstraZeneca is currently a global enterprise. The key persons in AstraZeneca are Leif Johansson as the chairman, Sir Pascal Soriot, the CEO. AstraZeneca has about 83,500 employees around the world. AstraZeneca is located on number 1 Francis Crick Avenue, Trumpington, Cambridge, United Kingdom. AstraZeneca 2022 financial statements. The revenue is 44,351 billion. Operating income 3,757 billion. Net income 3,293 billion. Total assets 96,486 billion. Total equity 37,058 billion. AstraZeneca subsidiaries are Alexion Pharmaceutical and Midomin Pharmaceutical. AstraZeneca specialties. AstraZeneca specializes in products for diseases in areas like oncology, cardiovascular, gastrointestinal, infection, neuroscience, respiratory, inflammation, and vaccine. AstraZeneca news article. AstraZeneca response to COVID-19. AstraZeneca noted that COVID-19 is a challenge to humanity that requires a global and united response that is not only for the scientific community, but equally for organizations, governments, and all persons around the world. AstraZeneca, since early 2020, when the true effects of the pandemic became clear, has committed to helping defeat COVID-19 by harnessing and sharing its scientific knowledge and expertise to advance and accelerate the development of potential medicine to prevent or treat the virus. AstraZeneca donated 9 million face masks to support healthcare workers in 49 countries. AstraZeneca boosted testing efforts and initiated clinical trials. AstraZeneca joined forces with Oxford University to develop a COVID-19 vaccine. It also mobilized research into developing a novel coronavirus neutralizing long-acting antibody combination for the potential prevention and treatment of COVID-19. Press releases. AstraZeneca press releases. On March 23, 2023, Calquin granted the first regulatory approval in China for adults with previously treated mantle cell lymphoma. On March 10, 2023, AstraZeneca launched call for entries to the 2023 Group Global R&D Postdoctoral Challenge. On March 9, 2023, Tagrisso demonstrated a strong overall survival benefit in the Aldoral phase 3 trial for adjuvant treatment of patients with early-stage EGFR mutated lung cancer. On March 9, 2023, Imfinzi significantly improved event-free survival in the AEGEAN phase 3 trial for patients with resectable non-small cell lung cancer. And on March 6, 2023, Enhertu showed clinically meaningful and durable responses across multiple HER2 expressing tumor types in the Destiny Pantumor-02 phase 2 trial. The basic differences between domestic and international strategies. The basic difference is that domestic strategy involves planning the sales and distribution of products within the local target market. And international strategy involves planning the sales and distribution beyond the culture and boundaries of the product's local markets. To compare and contrast the domestic versus the international strategy of AstraZeneca, we can confirm that AstraZeneca domestically continues to maintain its relevance in developed nations. However, internationally, it developed a three-pillar strategy in emerging markets based on expansion, innovation, and partnership. On how difficult or easy it is for managers to gauge the costs, benefits, and risk of a particular foreign market. We can say that it may be difficult for managers to gauge the cost, benefits, and risk of a particular foreign market if the organization has no one on the ground in the foreign market. However, on the other hand, it is easier if the company hires a capable hand to gauge the foreign market on its behalf within the boundaries of the foreign market. AstraZeneca managers gauged US area market effectively when it acquired Cinco Pharma Incorporated, a US-based clinical stage biopharmaceutical company. Cinco mainly concentrates on the development of novel treatments for resistant and uncontrolled hypertension and chronic kidney disease. The acquisition will aid AstraZeneca's cardiorenal pipeline synthase inhibitor, ASI, for blood pressure lowering in treatment-resistant hypertension. The acquisition of baxdrostat represents a potentially leading next-generation ASI as it is highly selective for aldosterone synthase and spares the cortisol pathway in humans. The opportunity also brings the potential for combination with Farxiga and complements AstraZeneca's strategy to provide added benefits across cardiorenal diseases where there is a high unmet medical need. Relative advantages and disadvantages of joint ventures compared to other types of strategic alliances can be described as or noted that a joint venture is when companies, two or more, join in an agreement for a mutual purpose, while a strategic alliance, on the other hand, is companies coming together for a particular task but are still separated. Relative advantages and disadvantages of joint venture compared to strategic alliance includes a joint venture objectives is to minimize the risk of doing business, but a strategic alliance objective is to maximize returns. Joint ventures have a separate legal entity, but strategic alliance does not. A joint venture is structured to combine resources, but a strategic alliance shares resources. A joint venture utilizes bilateral management, while strategic alliance delegates management. A joint venture has a formal contract endorsed by all partners, while a strategic alliance uses an informal contract. Joint ventures are dependent on each other, while strategic alliances are independent. AstraZeneca used joint ventures as an international strategy in 1999 when it first started. AstraZeneca utilized an international joint venture strategy by bringing together Astra AB, a Swedish company, and Zeneca Group, a British company. However, it should be noted that AstraZeneca has continued to acquire companies globally. AstraZeneca staffing policy decision. Argument. AstraZeneca believes that diverse individuals must be an appropriate investment in the future that will bring immediate and long-term value to the business. Talents must be renewed against specific criteria established by management, aligned with local systems and procedures, and sourced both internally and externally, casting the widest net possible to ensure compliance with diversity goals and, where applicable, legislation. My argument will be that AstraZeneca's sourcing and staffing of a diverse workforce aligned with local systems will ensure smooth operations and increased productivity. Thank you.